The ground beneath them shudders, not with the familiar rumble of battle, but with an impossible, shimmering instability. The air crackles, and a low hum vibrates through the very bones of the decimated Avengers. Captain America, his shield splintered and his spirit worn, stares at the spot where the portal begins to tear open. It's a tiny rip at first, a pinprick of golden light against the ash-choked sky, but it widens with alarming speed. Hope, a sensation they thought long dead, begins to stir, tentative and fragile. Even Thanos, poised for a final, annihilating strike, pauses, his mighty arm still, his helmeted gaze fixed on the unfolding anomaly. A murmur spreads through his ranks, a confused ripple that betrays their own shock. What impossible force could be at play now? What new opposition could possibly manifest in this desolate, final hour? From the golden maw of the expanding portal, a figure emerges, silhouetted against the blinding light. It's Black Panther, his vibranium suit gleaming, his eyes blazing with an intensity that promises vengeance. He is not alone. Behind him, the Wakandan army streams forth, their spears raised, their war cries echoing across the devastated landscape. Shuri and Okoye lead the charge, their determination fierce. Then another portal, and another, opens beside the first, each one disgorging more allies. Falcon soars through one, followed by the sorcerers of Kamartaj, their arcane shields already forming. Spider-Man swings into view, a torrent of chatter and web fluid, his presence a jolt of youthful energy in the grim tableau. The sheer scale of the arriving forces is overwhelming, a tide of heroes and warriors from across the galaxy. The battlefield, once a scene of quiet defeat, roars to life with the arrival of the resurrected. Guardians of the Galaxy appear, Rocket Raccoon perched on Nebula's shoulder, Star-Lord drawing his blasters. Giant Man bursts through yet another portal, his immense form casting a long shadow over Thanos' forces. Captain Marvel streaks in from the heavens, a fiery comet of power, her arrival heralded by a blinding flash. Everywhere, the dead are returning, their numbers swelling, their resolve hardening. Captain America, seeing the impossible array of allies, finally allows a faint smile to touch his lips. He looks at Thor, at the Hulk, at the weary faces of his original teammates, and then back at the gathered multitude. This is it. This is the last stand, and for the first time in a long time, they are not alone. Captain America, his voice ringing with renewed authority, raises his hand, and for a moment, an expectant hush falls over the entire assembly. Even Thanos' army seems to hold its breath. Then, with a roar that reverberates through the very fabric of reality, he shouts the words that have defined their impossible cause, the rallying cry that embodies their unity and their unwavering spirit. Avengers, assemble! The words ignite a spark into a raging inferno. The heroes charge, a multifaceted wave of power and skill, each one a legend in their own right, now united against the universe's greatest threat. The ground trembles under their collective might. This isn't just a battle. It's a reckoning, an answer to the universe's cries for justice. Thanos, momentarily stunned, quickly regains his composure, his eyes narrowing in cold fury as he commands his own forces forward. The two armies collide with a sound like thunder, a cacophony of metal on metal, energy blasts, and battle cries. Thor, wielding both Mjolnir and Stormbreaker, is a whirlwind of lightning and fury, tearing through the Outriders. Iron Man, his suit repaired and enhanced, flies with precision, his repulsors blasting away at the Chitauri. Captain America, now with a new, fully functional shield and even a brief moment of Mjolnir in his grasp, fights with a ferocity born of desperation and renewed hope. He stands shoulder to shoulder with the returning heroes, a beacon of unwavering leadership. Thanos, meanwhile, is a force unto himself, cutting down any who dare to challenge him, his double-bladed sword a terrifying extension of his might. He is not just fighting, he is annihilating, a titan against a legion. Despite the overwhelming numbers of the reunited heroes, Thanos' forces are vast and relentless. The Chitauri Leviathans, the Outriders, and the Sakaran Necrocraft press in from all sides, threatening to engulf them. The sheer scale of the enemy is almost insurmountable. Scarlet, which eyes glowing with raw, untamed power, unleashes a torrent of red energy upon Thanos, her grief and rage fueling an incredible display of force. She almost brings him to his knees, tearing away his armor, her power threatening to tear him limb from limb. He struggles against her, a rare moment of vulnerability for the Mad Titan. It is a terrifying demonstration of her power, a testament to the raw potential of the returning heroes. Even the most powerful among them are pushed to their limits, their energy reserves dwindling. In the chaos, the focus shifts to the Infinity Gauntlet, now containing the 6 stones. The plan is clear. Keep it away from Thanos, prevent him from completing his devastating snap. Spider-Man, with his enhanced agility and quick wit, finds himself entrusted with the gauntlet, weaving through the battlefield, dodging enemy fire, and frantically protecting the cosmic artifact. He is overwhelmed, a young hero carrying the fate of the universe. Other heroes, understanding the critical importance of his mission, form an impromptu shield around him, fighting off the hordes of Thanos' army to clear a path. Captain Marvel, seeing the danger, swoops in, her cosmic energy creating a powerful barrier around the gauntlet, carrying it herself, flying it towards the quantum tunnel to send it back to its original timeline. The pressure is immense, the fate of all existence hanging in the balance. Captain Marvel, now carrying the gauntlet, becomes the focal point of Thanos' rage. He cannot allow her to succeed. She tears through the sky, a blazing comet of hope, her power radiating outwards, fending off wave after wave of Thanos' aerial forces. She crashes through his massive warship, tearing it apart from the inside, a spectacular display of her cosmic might. Thanos, seeing his ship destroyed, throws his double-bladed sword with all his strength, sending it spinning towards her. It strikes her with immense force, knocking the gauntlet from her grasp and sending her crashing back to the ravaged ground. The momentum of the battle shifts yet again, a cruel twist of fate. The gauntlet, now loose, becomes a prize once more, vulnerable on the battlefield, surrounded by the ongoing war. Thanos, seeing the gauntlet on the ground, charges forward with renewed determination. He is moments away from reclaiming his ultimate weapon. The heroes, battered and weary, throw themselves in his path, a desperate, final attempt to stop him. Iron Man, still fighting, sees the impending doom. He sees the look in Thanos' eyes, the unyielding resolve to complete his mission of universal culling. It's a look of absolute certainty, a chilling conviction. The Mad Titan reaches for the gauntlet, his hand extending, his fingers closing in on the 6 shimmering stones. The air crackles with latent power as his immense hand wraps around the bejeweled metal. A single, agonizing second stretches into an eternity, the fate of everything hanging by a thread, about to snap. As Thanos begins to clench his fist, a sudden, impossible realization dawns on Iron Man. He sees the path, the only path to victory. With a burst of speed and a desperate surge of his remaining strength, he intercepts Thanos' arm. It's a move of pure, unadulterated instinct, born of a decade of defending the world. In one fluid, agonizing motion, he pulls the Infinity Stones from Thanos' gauntlet, the incredible power momentarily overwhelming his suit's systems. The energy surges through him, a terrifying, beautiful torrent of cosmic force. The raw power of the universe courses through his veins, burning, searing. His armor glows with an otherworldly intensity, the stones now embedded in his own nanotech gauntlet, their vibrant colors pulsating with immense power. The weight of the universe rests squarely on his shoulders. Thanos, momentarily stunned by this audacious move, can only watch as Iron Man, the man who started it all, stares back at him. Iron Man's eyes meet the Mad Titan's, a silent communication of defiance and sacrifice passing between them. With a final, weary but determined expression, he utters the iconic words, a whispered echo of his very beginning, a full circle completed. I am Iron Man, and with that he snaps his fingers. The raw power of the Infinity Stones explodes outwards, a blinding flash of light that engulfs the battlefield. A wave of energy, unlike anything ever witnessed, radiates from his form. The very fabric of reality shudders, the sound of the snap echoing through every corner of the universe. A definitive end to Thanos' reign. The energy tears through him, an unbearable burden. The snap, though enacted by Iron Man, directs its devastating power at Thanos and his entire invading army. A ripple of orange light, the color of the Soul Stone, washes over the mad Titan. He stands for a moment, his eyes wide with a mixture of disbelief and dawning comprehension, the weight of his defeat settling upon him. He looks at Iron Man, a flicker of something almost akin to respect in his fading gaze. Then, slowly, irrevocably, Thanos begins to turn to dust, his immense form disintegrating into fine particles that are carried away by the wind. His entire army follows suit, their forms dissolving, their weapons clattering to the ground, silenced forever. The battle, which had raged with such ferocity, suddenly falls quiet, a stark, terrifying silence. The silence is broken only by the heavy gasps of the remaining heroes. The raw cosmic energy, the power of all 6 Infinity Stones, has taken its catastrophic toll on Iron Man. He collapses to one knee, the nanotech gauntlet dissolving, the stones scattering. His suit is scorched, his body racked with an unbearable agony. Rhodey rushes to his side, his face etched with horror. Spider-Man, tears streaming down his face, begs him to hold on, clutching at his mentor's unresponsive arm. Captain America and Thor stand by, their faces grim, knowing the terrible cost of the victory. The light in Iron Man's arc reactor flickers, then fades entirely, leaving only a dull, unmoving glow. The universe is saved, but at a price that leaves an indelible mark on every heart present. The ground is a charnel house, littered with the bodies of alien invaders and the broken remnants of their war machines. Iron Man, his suit mangled and fused to his chest, lies motionless. Pepper kneels beside him, her face a mask of profound grief, her hand gently resting on his arm. A silent farewell to the man who saved them all. Rhodey stands nearby, head bowed, the weight of their loss crushing. Spider-Man, now de-dusted and returned, is there too, his youthful face etched with the raw pain of a son losing his father figure. Happy Hogan arrives, pushing through the debris, his eyes scanning for Tony, dread filling him. He sees Pepper and the scene, and his own world shatters. The remaining heroes gather, their faces grim, a silent testament to the magnitude of their sacrifice and their victory. Captain America surveys the devastation, his shield resting at his side. The battle won, but at what cost? A solemn gathering takes place at Tony Stark's lakeside home. The sun shines, but a pall of sorrow hangs over the assembly. Nearly every hero, ally, and friend is present, dressed in black, a silent honor guard. Happy, Peter, Pepper, Rhodey, Thor, Captain America, Hulk, Hawkeye, Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange, Wanda, Falcon, Bucky, and countless others stand on the porch and lawn, their gaze fixed on the lake. A small, handcrafted wreath, bearing the glowing arc reactor that once powered Iron Man's heart, floats gently on the water, drifting out into the calm expanse. The silence is profound, broken only by the gentle lapping of the waves. It is a moment of communal mourning, a shared understanding of the irreplaceable void left by their fallen comrade, the architect of their victory, the man who ultimately paid the highest price to bring everyone back. Later, on a tranquil bench overlooking the water, an aged Captain America sits. He is no longer the muscular super soldier, but a man who has lived a full life. He hands his iconic shield to Sam Wilson, a gesture heavy with meaning. "How does it feel?" Sam asks, the weight of the vibranium disc in his hands. "Like it belongs to someone else," Steve replies, a wry smile on his face, but with an underlying current of peace. The passing of the shield is not just the transfer of an object. It is the transfer of a legacy, a responsibility, and a symbol of hope. Bucky Barnes watches from a short distance, a knowing smile playing on his lips, understanding the deep significance of this moment. Sam looks down at the shield, the star shining brightly, contemplating the immense shoes he must now fill, the new era that begins with him. As the others depart, an even older Steve Rogers remains on the bench, a picture of quiet contentment. He reveals to Sam and Bucky that after returning the Infinity Stones to their proper places in the timeline, he chose a different path. Instead of immediately returning to his own time, he made a decision that would redefine his entire existence. He found Peggy Carter, the love of his life, in the past. He lived out his days with her, experiencing the life he was denied by his sacrifice. This is the reason for his age, his serenity, and the profound sense of peace radiating from him. He kept his word to himself, dancing with Peggy, growing old, and experiencing a full, rich life, a quiet rebellion against the fate that had once separated them. This revelation reshapes everything they thought they knew about his journey. The scene shifts to a warm, dimly lit room, the gentle strains of a bygone era's music filling the air. Steve Rogers, looking young and vibrant again, holds Peggy Carter in his arms. They sway slowly, a perfect, timeless waltz. Peggy, her face radiant with happiness, rests her head on his shoulder, utterly content. Steve smiles, a genuine, unburdened smile, as he gazes at her, the woman he thought he'd lost forever. This is the life he chose, the quiet, personal victory that allowed him to mend his own broken heart. It's a poignant, beautiful moment, a dream realized, a testament to enduring love and the power of choice, even across the fabric of time. Their dance is more than just movement. It's a culmination, a resolution, a peaceful ending to a heroic life, lived on his own terms. Meanwhile, another hero embarks on a new chapter. Thor, having shed the weight of his responsibilities and his previous self-doubt, stands on a spaceship ramp. He joins the Guardians of the Galaxy, a motley crew of misfits who are now his new companions. Peter Quill, the Star-Lord, tries to assert his authority, playfully bickering with Thor over leadership. Thor, now more jovial and lighthearted, takes it all in stride, his Mjolnir-like axe, Stormbreaker, firmly in hand. He's ready for new adventures, new challenges, and a chance to rediscover himself outside the shadow of Asgard and his past failures. His journey with these intergalactic rogues promises humor, camaraderie, and perhaps a path to becoming the hero he was always meant to be, but in a completely unexpected way. Valkyrie, now the rightful ruler of New Asgard, stands overlooking the sea, a sense of quiet determination on her face. She has accepted the mantle of leadership, ready to guide her people towards a brighter future. Her people, the Asgardian refugees, are seen rebuilding, finding peace and a new home on Earth. The weight of her crown is evident, but so is her strength and resolve. Thor's departure leaves a void, but also an opportunity for her to forge her own legacy as a monarch. The future of Asgard, once uncertain and shattered, now rests firmly in her capable hands. She glances back at the burgeoning settlement, a flicker of hope in her eyes, knowing that her reign marks a new era for her people, one of stability and resilience after so much loss. Clint Barton, Hawkeye, is finally back with his family. His wife, Laura, and their children greet him with joyous tears and hugs. The years of the blip, the pain, the loss, and his own dark journey as Ronin are behind him. He holds his youngest daughter tight, savoring the warmth of their embrace, a profound sense of relief washing over him. The simple act of being home, surrounded by the people he loves most, is his ultimate reward. His archer's bow is retired, at least for now, in favor of family life. He looks at his children, their faces bright with happiness, and knows that every sacrifice, every painful step, was worth it to bring them back and rebuild their lives together. His chapter of vengeance has closed, replaced by a future of peace and love. As the world slowly recalibrates, some heroes face uncertain futures. Wanda Maximoff, still grappling with her immense powers and the loss of vision, stands alone, her gaze distant, reflecting on the path ahead. The victory has not erased her pain, but it has opened the door to new possibilities. Captain Marvel, a cosmic protector, flies off into the stars, her mission extending beyond Earth, ever vigilant against threats from across the galaxy. Hulk, now permanently fused with Bruce Banner's intellect, continues his work, a symbol of strength and intelligence combined, a bridge between two worlds. The universe, though saved, is still vast and full of mysteries. Each hero, in their own way, must now navigate a new normal, forever changed by the events they have endured and the sacrifices they have made. The remaining heroes, some seasoned veterans, others new to the spotlight, now stand ready to face whatever comes next. The original team is irrevocably changed, but the spirit of the Avengers endures. The world has been saved, but the cost was immense, creating a new landscape for heroism. The universe is forever altered, scarred but also renewed, and the legacy of those who gave everything will echo through time. The fight is over, for now, but the need for heroes never truly ends. New threats will undoubtedly emerge, and a new generation of protectors will rise to meet them, inspired by the legends who came before, ready to forge their own destinies and defend their world against the unknown.